Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Punjab Kings. And here we are, your Super Share. My name is Kapil Sharma, and we have Ankur Dua from Chandigarh, Clinton Rebello from Goa, Anmol from Chandigarh as well, and Inder Veer from Kolkata. We are off to a fiery start. Three wins, two away wins, one home game win, and loss. So that's fine. I think, but we are off to a very fitting start, and I would like to pick brains of my friend Clinton. How are you feeling right now? How are the wins keeping you excited?
Well, absolutely ecstatic, Kapil. As opposed from the previous trend, wherein we would not pull in wins together, we've
Hmm.
now pulled in three wins out of four, and pretty much to everyone's expectations. There was so much of hype around our team preseason because of Shreyas Ponting getting together and the star-studded lineup that we boast of. So this is just the beginning of the bigger picture, and hopefully we qualify in the top two and lift the title. That's the game. That's the goal that we are all looking forward to.
Anmol, you watched live the game against the mighty Chennai Super Kings. Although we have a great track record against Chennai, but how did you feel as a Punjab Kings fan right at the stadium waving that flag of Punjab Kings? How was the match experience?
Yeah, Darbaji, right. You are right that Mahol was actually pura wavy in the stadium because everything was lit up in a way. Everyone was chanting for Dhoni, but Punjab Kings chant was more way because everyone was very excited with Punjab Kings this season. And I think that the vibe which we have in this team, the vibe which we have in the whole stadium, that was a cherry on the top. And after that, that Priyanch Arya, the Centurion, he was placed with all the legends. I think with Chris Gale, David Miller, and all the legends. He was a fastest uncapped Indian who hit the century. Yes, he's an exceptional talent with that bowling options like Marco Jansen and Lockie Ferguson. That stumps were flying away. I think that was, yeah, couple of drop catches, but जब जरूरत थी पकड़ने की युजवेंद्र चहल ने तब कैच पकड़ ली. आई थिंक दैट वाज इनफ. एंड और जब ये है ना स्टेडियम में जब आप बैठे हो वहां पे लाइव मैच देखने का बिल्कुल ही अलग मजा है.
Absolutely. And I think हम जिस पोजीशन से अब जा रहे हैं, आई थिंक द स्टार्ट दैट वी हैव गॉट एंड जो वाइब है, लाइक पीपल, मतलब मैं काफी साल से फॉलो कर रहा हूँ पंजाब के बारे में, साहब को इतनी बात नहीं करता था पहले. आज के टाइम पे पीपल आर मेकिंग रील्स अबाउट पंजाब, दे आर डांसिंग ऑन आवर एंथम, एंड दे आर जस्ट, मतलब विक्टोरियस. द मोमेंट वी हैव सीन अ विनिंग स्प्री, हमारे फैंस ऐसे अलग अलग जगह से उभर के आ रहे हैं, एंड आई थिंक ऑन अ फैनोमीटर वी आर डूइंग ग्रेट. सो इंदर, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट अ फ्लाइंग स्टार्ट, वेरी अनलाइक पंजाब किंग्स, बट aren't you liking this?
Yeah, it's very unlike Punjab. I'm liking it too, the way the brand of cricket we've been playing. Look at our last game, we were 89 for 5. Like you would never expect a team to score 220 after being 89 for 5. The way our Indian core is performing, the way our captain is leading us from the front, everything feels surreal. And hopefully, we keep these performances up, and then you know the milestone awaits.
Absolutely. And Ankur, I guess you also watched one game. कैसा था माहौल, क्या माहौल था बेबी? How was it?
माहौल तो पूरा वेवी था बट या दैट गेम वी एंडेड अप लूजिंग बट नॉट एन इशू आई गेस. In the start of the season we got that one loss which is not probably to the ones that is just a win-win, that जिसमें हमको win ही चाहिए basically. So a loss in the starting, I think that's a good lesson for the team, how to take this further, how to take the season further. And I guess आने वाले टाइम में, मतलब मुल्लापुर में तो लास्ट ईयर मैंने सारे मैच देखे, ऐसी वाइब नहीं थी जैसी इस बार क्रिएट हुई है. मतलब
Yeah.
इट इज अनबिलीवेबल अनबिलीवेबल वाइब. मजा आ गया भाजी, मैं तो कह रहा मतलब एकदम, मतलब की कहते ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੱਕ ਦੇ ਫੱਟੇ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਟੀਮ ਦੀ ਤਾਂ.
Exactly, exactly. Or फिर I think Anmol, I have to ask you this because since you got to experience the Wonder Boy performance, our star Wonder Kid Priyanch Shara's batting performance live,
Yeah.
how was that experience, यार? वो मतलब, if you start hitting these long sixes and fours right off the bat, I think, how was that experience? कैसा लगा? What do you think about Priyanch Shara?
या कपिल भाई, प्रयास Arya, such a promising talent, is I think he's a very future Indian star. But when I sat on the seat, I now innings will start, and I have to stand up and see that the ball is going there for a six. And एक साइड पे विकेट्स गिर रहे थे पर दूसरी साइड से प्रियांश आर्या नहीं रुक रहे थे. उन्होंने कहा कि आई हैव टू टेक द लीड ऑफ द इनिंग्स बिकॉज ही हैड टू स्कोर द रन्स विच वर नीडेड. आई थिंक पावर प्ले में भी हम सीएसके से बहुत आगे थे कि मतलब ठीक है हमारे 4 विकेट्स गिर गए थे लेकिन वी वर आई थिंक 75 ऑल रन्स. That was exceptional from us from in the power play. And that Pathirana over, I was like 1-6 here, 1-6 here, 1-6 here. I was like, this boy is crazy because I have seen in the practice match too because he was actually performing well in the practice matches. I think he made some 60 or 70 odd runs in the practice match too in the
Yes.
very few balls. I think he's such a promising talent.
आई थिंक प्रैक्टिस मैच की स्टोरी आई थिंक अंकुर के पास भी एक स्टोरी है प्रियांश आर्या की, राइट? अंकुर, प्लीज थ्रो सम लाइट ऑन
Yeah.
दैट.
So basically, I'd seen in an interview basically. So when Priyanch Shara was batting in the first practice match, right? So what happened is when he played some first odd 8 9 balls and he hit almost around 5 6 sixes around the ground. So I think that was a time when the management decided that one because everyone was hoping that Josh English would open with Prab Simran Singh, right?
Yeah.
This was the मतलब basically सबके जी में यही था कि जॉश इंग्लिश आएंगे ऑस्ट्रेलियन बैट्समैन एंड रिकी पॉन्टिंग लव ऑस्ट्रेलियंस एज वी नो. बट ये जो हमको 5 6 मतलब उस गेम में जो फर्स्ट प्रैक्टिस गेम में जब 5 6 छक्के मारे वैसी पंजाब किंग्स की जो मैनेजमेंट है उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि प्रियांश आर्या विल ओपन एंड वी हैव सीन दिस इन द फर्स्ट मैच 47 ऑड रन्स in the first match.
Yeah.
46 or 47 if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And then 2 matches he got failed, but that's not an issue. A true player is something. He got out to Jofra Archer on the very first ball, and yes, it was a brilliant ball by Jofra Archer, but yes, in the next match first ball six, that's the attitude our team is carrying, right? That's the attitude that we want. Last match what happened, but in this innings it's a new innings, so we have to start from that new start. So he forgot everything and first ball he hit to six, and I think it's crazy, it's unbelievable what I feel. Priyansh Arya, what a great talent.
एब्सोल्युटली. एंड आई थिंक मैं और इंदर ना इन ट्विटर पे डिफेंड करते करते थक गए थे कि एवरीवन वाज, मतलब ट्विटर पे इतना ट्रोल हुए थे कि यार यू हैव 110 crores इन द पर्स एंड यू हैव योर ओपनिंग पेयर एज प्रियांश आर्या एंड प्रभसिमरन सिंह. सो आई थिंक व्हाट डू यू थिंक इंदर दैट परफॉर्मेंस गिव्स आंसर टू ऑल द ट्रोलर्स दैट वी हैव बीन डिफेंडिंग सो फार?
Absolutely. Like I was covering DPL and there's this another friend of mine. So he kept on telling me about Priyanch, and then one day I decided to take a look at one of the live games he was playing. So I was pretty much convinced by the way he was hitting it all around the park. And then it left his batting left a mark on me. It was scintillating display of power, of that class, elegance, and whatever you call it in that order.
Yeah.
And then we picked them up in the auction. We also Preeti going up, and then having discussions, and then our team getting him in the auctions. And then I saw people. I mean, people arguing with you and me, preferring Josh Inglis over him, but now he has come good. We know why we were so confident about Priyansh Arya over Josh
Absolutely.
English.
Clinton, what do you think about our latest sensation? Do you think this young batsman is here to stay for the longest time for Punjab Kings?
Definitely, Kapil. Since all of you have shared a story about Priyansh, even I would want to share. I was in Vietnam in 2024 November when the auction was going on, and I was following the auction on their app. Okay, and Priyansh was being auctioned at that time, and I saw Punjab bidding for him. And to be really honest, I didn't really know much about Priyansh because I didn't follow the DPL. I only follow IPL and only follow Punjab Kings matches actually, because don't really have the time to follow international cricket.
Right.
And that's when my friend told me that Priyansh Arya hit 6 sixes in 1 over in the Delhi Premier League, and he's rated very high. And you all should be very, very happy that you've got him. And after the practice match scores were put up on the Instagram portal by a franchise, it was but certain that he was going to open along with Prabh as you all said that you had so much money in going into the auction and these are your two openers. But going forward, fast forward 2 years from now, if you still have Priyansh and Prabh, you'll see two bright, young future superstars probably playing for India in the next couple of years. So invest in them, believe in them, let them play all the 14 matches, and you'll see how they come good eventually.
And I think what the other player who has actually sort of given me like a ray of hope, like he's like a ray of sunshine for Punjab Kings, which is our सरपंच. हमारे सरपंच ने जो पंच मार मार के मतलब उनके पैर पे बॉल आ रही है तो वो गेंद को सैर करा रहे हैं बाउंड्री की तरफ, और द काइंड ऑफ सिक्सिंग ब्लिस्टरिंग फोर्स and with such ease and composure, because a lot of times when a batsman is also a captain, a lot of times the two things don't sit well with each other. Your captaincy role sort of sometimes dominates your cricket, your batting, but that has not been the case with Shreyas यार. कल के मैच में ही देख लो, बैक टू बैक विकेट्स गए, बट जैसे ही श्रेयस आया उसने पहले बॉल पे उठा के मारा है, एंड दैट शोज द कॉन्फिडेंस इन द क्लास दैट सरपंच हैज. Inder, what do you have to say about that?
Obviously, like he has everything that you looking for a leader. He has that hunger. He has that, knack of taking such calls at important junctures, at important moments in the game. We were missing a leader like Shreyas. We've had a lot of captains, not taking anything away from them, but there's this hunger in Shreyas Iyer. He has a point to prove.
Absolutely. Ankur, what do you think about our सरपंच साहब, जिनको मतलब देख के इट्स जस्ट लाइक पोएट्री इन मोशन. उनको की बैटिंग देख के ऐसा लगता है बस देखते रहो, रोको मत मुझे बस, है ना? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दैट?
श्रेयस की क्लास तो मतलब एक हाइयर लेवल पे है थोड़ा. सो मतलब इट्स वेरी गुड टू सी हिम बैट. मैं राजस्थान का मैच देखने गया था. टू वेरी गुड बाउंड्रीज टू जोफ्रा आर्चर. वेरी मतलब स्वीट ओवर द टॉप फ्रॉम कवर्स. इट वाज रियली गुड शॉट्स. एंड फर्स्ट मैच he played 97 का knock. Second match 50 not out. So मतलब he's showing he's leading from front, and he's not an individual player, he's a team player. We have seen that in the first match. He could have easily gone for 100. He would have easily taken a single, say to I guess Sushant Singh, that you take a single, I want to complete my 100. And if that would have been the case, I think we wouldn't have won that match, because you see we have won by just few runs, right? That was just 12, 13 runs of margin, right? What do we have won? And if in case he would have taken that single and just focused on completing his century, maybe we would have short of that 12, 15 odd runs, and that would have costed us the match. So I guess taking the team along, like taking the team above of himself is really good. In the second match also, we have seen Nihal was hitting for boundaries. Only one run left, and Nihal tried to play a shot, but it went to the hand of the fielder. But yeah, luckily 50 हो गया वहां पे भी. But he was not, targeting that 50. So I really love the attitude that he's, bringing in कि मतलब team आ गया है मेरे individual performance से. And the
Right.
way he played the bowlers against, and the play मतलब not against Chennai but सारी teams के उससे जो वो bowlers को जैसे place करे, like UZ Chahal, who would have thought that UZ Chahal would bowl just one over, but that one over was very good over in front
Yeah.
of Dhoni, in a batsman like Dhoni, and you have a settled batsman also. So
Yeah.
very good instinct that our captain is given. I think he'll take us a long way from this year to many coming years.
100%, yeah. S for Shreyas, S for selfless, and S for Sarpanch. Right? And Clinton, what do you think? Like, what do you think about the fact that, before the IPL started, मुझे तो ऑक्शन के टाइम पे एक ही टेंशन थी भाई साहब कि एक सही कैप्टन चूज कर ले हम, है ना? तो what do you think about the fact that Ricky went for Shreyas, and how do you think that tuning that worked out really well? Because I see a completely different environment. We are off to a fresh start, and there is so much of positivity. We are friends first, and players on the field, of course. But what do you have to think about the fact that Shreyas and Ricky are really working well in the decision making and backing youngsters like Suryan Shedge and Priyanch? What do you have to say about that?
See, there is clarity of thought when Ricky and Shreyas are together. They mean business. There's no nonsense. Shreyas and Ricky addressed a press conference before the season started, and Shreyas said there and then, I'm going to bat at number 3 because that's the position that I've decided to bat at. Come what may, I'm going to bat at number 3. And if a captain is batting at number 3, taking the responsibility of the team, it says a lot. And Shreyas is a seasoned captain, and Shreyas and Ricky together have had a lot of success for Delhi when they were together back then. Delhi had never qualified back then, used to always choke.
Yeah.
And to see where Shreyas and Ricky got Delhi too. And in the auction, as you said, Ricky Ponting was very clear that he wants Shreyas, and he conveyed it to everyone. And it was pretty evident at the time, even when the bidding was going on, that he wanted Shreyas, and it's going to pay fruit. It's going to pay dividends. You're going to see an IPL trophy or maybe two IPL trophies in the next 3 years. So yes, Shreyas and
Because
Ricky, salute.
बस जीतना है. Actually, I was just watching a video of Sahiba and Shreyas where he said, that after the first Champions Trophy game, I actually cried because I was not happy with my performance. And that goes to show how dedicated and passionate you are for the game, right? Because it's not, matlab, and you have seen how Shreyas has performed in the entire tournament, right? So, Anmol, how impressed you are on a scale of 1 to 10 with our very own Sarpanch Sahab?
Yeah, Sarpanch Saab is really very great. After seeing his innings in the first match, 97 not out, I think that it would be the best innings I have ever seen after Priyanch Shara. But he's very phenomenal. I think after I saw that Akash Chopra saying that he has changed his stance a little bit. I think after seeing his stance, I was also a little bit impressed that कि भाई अभी इस stance से bat proper एक position में आता है shot खेलने के लिए. I think that helped Shreyas a lot, and we have Ricky Ponting on the other side. Man, he's a very good batsman. He's a very good cricketer. He knows how to change, when to change, and Shreyas Iyer is, I mean, that he's the best we have till now. Like in the sense that nothing to take away from that past captains. They have also uh, taken us through the lines. But if we say that Shreyas Iyer know how to rotate his bowlers.
Right.
Shreyas Iyer know where to get the field placements done. And in the first match, we saw that Vijay Kumar Vashak, he was on no one's radars that he will come and bowl.
Yeah.
And that was a brilliant decision by Arshdeep Paji and the Shreyas Iyer to get the Vijay Kumar Vashak and bowl the nail that Yorkers, wide Yorkers, and took the game away from the GT. I think that he वाहिगुरु से इस बार यही अरदास है कि इस बार ये हमें कम से कम लाइन से पार लेके जाए टॉप 4 में हम क्वालिफाई करें.
That was a really good video by Arshdeep. He was playing White Shike ऐसे करके, like
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
impact, like
yeah.
that video went really viral.
Impact like क्या हो that? Yeah,
इनफैक्ट में दोनों मतलब लुक एक होता है कि अर्शदीप has seen Vaishak bowling and उसको पता है कि he is going to be a great bowler with the wide Yorkers and Shane Rutherford को अगर कोई
yeah.
कर सकता है तो वो ये बॉलर है. But to trust your bowler,
ये बॉलर है.
captain, take that risk, take
Yeah,
impact player, that goes to show the great quality of a captain. And
I-
keeping that in mind, हमारा जो next game है is against the mighty Sunrisers Hyderabad, which is they are not off to a great start, but I think they have one of the most lethal batting lineup with Ishan Kishan, Klassen, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and of course Mr. Travis Head. मतलब तो उनकी बैटिंग लाइनअप है. अब तो वर्मा साहब भी मतलब छक्के चौकों की बारिश कर रहे हैं. सो दे हैव अ वेरी डेप्थ बैटिंग लाइनअप. सो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स in the on the game against Sunrisers? How are we going to take this? Because it's at their home ground. और ऑरेंज आर्मी साहब जब ऑरेंज आर्मी फॉर्म में आती है तो थोड़ा धक धक तो करता है.
Not gonna lie, but I am not at all worried by Sunrise Hyderabad.
वाह
I'm not.
वाह वाह. ये जीतने के बाद जो एक कॉन्फिडेंस आता है ना कि हटाओ यार, होंगे हैदराबाद अपने घर पे होंगे सनराइजर्स, बट हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे.
Ah, yes, it is. Like it involves everything. It involves the confidence after winning. It involves the technical aspect of the game if you look into it. But Hyderabad was never my concern. Like
वाह
even what irrespective of result, they are not my concern.
यार, लास्ट ईयर जब मैं हैदराबाद का मैच देखने गया था, जितेश वाज कैप्टनिंग एंड ट्रस्ट मी व्हेन आई लुक्ड इट फ्रॉम दी रिसीविंग एंड, मेरे लिए तो बहुत बड़ा कंसर्न था हैदराबाद लास्ट ईयर. बट दे आर ऑफ टू अ क्रैकी स्टार्ट. बट I you can't take away from Pat Cummins. He's a brilliant captain of a high stature. So Ankur, what do you think? क्या लगता है, how are we going to sort of defend or maybe attack Sunrisers at their home ground?
So basically जैसे आपने मेंशन किया, लास्ट मैच आपने हैदराबाद में देखा था, मैंने मोहाली में देखा था. when we lost from just 2 runs.
Correct.
Like after early wickets, we just lost from 2 runs when Shashank Singh and Ashutosh Sharma hit the ballers out of the park. So I was there at the match and हमारे दिल में दग दग होता रहता है. देखो पंजाब किंग्स का मैच है मतलब लास्ट बॉल तक we are just our hearts are bumping fast because we know पंजाब का मैच है तो इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. And they both now talking about both the teams, they have lethal batting. सो
Absolutely.
ठीक है. अभी हमको कोई भी टीम को हल्के में नहीं लेना. वी शुड प्ले अ गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ क्रिकेट whether we lose or whether we win. It's a part of a game. But my main thing is that we should take the game seriously and we should give all our hearts because अगर हम हारेंगे नहीं तो हम सीखेंगे नहीं.
Correct.
सीखने के लिए हारना हमेशा जरूरी होता है. लाइक जस्ट व्हाट आरआर गेम बेसिकली
बस
टोल्ड अस कि
जीतना
हारने के
है.
बाद कैसे बस लेकिन जीतना है. दैट्स द पॉइंट.
बस जीतना
बट यस 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 बस जीतना है एग्जैक्टली. बट ठीक है. अब हम जिस फॉर्म में आई थिंक वी कैन टेक अप सनराइजर्स वेरी इजीली. एंड अर्शदीप पाजी का रिकॉर्ड ट्रेविस हेड के सामने काफी अच्छा है. सो मे बी
हाँ,
अर्शदीप
4
सिंह विल
लोगों से
टेक.
पहले आउट कर गया लास्ट ईयर.
वही कह रहा. ट्रेविस हेड को आउट करेंगे फटाफट से. अभिषेक शर्मा को भी. मेरे मेरे प्रिडिक्शन है बोथ ओपनर्स वुड बी got out by Arshdeep Singh. What I believe, and we are winning the match with the good margin.
All right, that brings us to the end. But before we end, I'm gonna do a quick rapid fire round with everyone. मुझे आप बताओगे सब individually. I'll go name by name. Who is going to be the top scorer and who is going to be the highest wicket taker? It could be from Punjab or Hyderabad. Clinton, you go first.
Top scorer will be Shreyas Iyer,
All right.
and the highest wicket taker would be Lockie Ferguson.
Oh, interesting. Anmol, over to you.
The highest scorer will be Prabhsimran Singh, and wicket taker would be Arshdeep Singh.
Hi, Shabash. Inder.
I feel Marcus Stoinis because he hasn't had a good run,
Okay,
leading run scorer.
interesting.
Okay, and wicket taker, I feel Yuzi Chahal.
Interesting. Ankur.
So very interesting choice. Arshdeep Singh would be the highest wicket taker, and
हाँ.
Glenn Maxwell would be the highest run scorer for
यार
like
तूने
he's
मेरा वाला
scoring
बोल दिया यार.
75.
मेरा भी ये था कि
75 plus.
मेरा था if the monster is going to be awake and alive, it has to be against a monstrous team. So Maxwell is going to show his true colors in Hyderabad against one of the most strongest teams with a lot of Australian side, just as we do. So Glenn Maxwell would be the highest scorer, and Yuzi Chahal would be the highest wicket taker. That's my take. अब बाकी तो रब रखा देखते हैं क्या होता है. But thank you guys for joining in, and
जो मर्जी विकेट ले बस जीतना है.
बस जीतना है. कोई भी रन मारे, कोई भी विकेट ले, as a team, as a unit, we have to play as our coach,
Yeah.
whose soch matters the most, says कि यार we have to play a good brand of cricket, and to conclude, बस जीतना है.
बस जीतना है.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We are the Super Shares, and we will catch you very soon. Bye bye.